Hello, my name is Jorge Perez, and I'm the President and CEO of the YMCA of Greater Cincinnati. Welcome to YMCA and AI, the ChatGPT revolution. I should start off by saying that I am not a technology expert or IT expert. I would consider myself an early adopter in technology, and it's one of the reasons why I am leading this conversation. I started using ChatGPT about December of in the year in which it was released, 2022. Uh, ChatGPT is a revolution that's taking the world by storm. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, which kind of gives you a clue what this is all about. The focus here is to get an assistant that is pre-trained to help with everyday tasks. Our goal for this session is to explore how ChatGPT can be used as an assistant to CEOs in their day-to-day work, and arguably this training can be viewed by other positions, and you could use the assistant as well, but you probably need to get permission from your CEO before you download it. Our agenda is to understand ChatGPT, understand also the disruptions that are going to take place because of this new technology, and we'll do a little bit of demonstration, although we'll encourage significantly that you practice on your own so that you can understand its capacity. So let's talk about what this GPT or ChatGPT is all about. Before I go any further, you can use the QR code on the screen and go to the website where ChatGPT is made available. So what is it? It's a large language model AI. I'll go into what that means in a little bit. Uh, think of this as a highly intelligent virtual assistant. And when I say highly intelligent, I can't overemphasize that. Let me tell you what it's not. It's not a smart search engine. So I think one of the mistakes I see already is that individuals are treating the ChatGPT as a search engine, but it is so much more than that. It is also not a staff replacement, at least not yet. And I don't say that tongue in cheek. I think this technology is advancing so quickly. At the very least, it'll be a force multiplier for our staff. Some studies are showing that individuals that use ChatGPT effectively are seeing between 20 and 30% more efficiency in their use of time. And so by that number alone, either you're going to get more out of the current team you have, or may be able to reduce the number of people you need to accomplish certain tasks. So where is it? Well, I'm going to pause here for a second and let you take a look at the URL code, or encourage you to pause the video, and that's where you can go. So if this QR code is not working, you can do that. There's also an app for this application as well. Now, what is going on? What's happening? Well, ChatGPT took 5 days to reach 1 million users. By comparison, it took Netflix 3.5 years to reach that. So in 5 days, it did what so many other technological advances took years, some months, but certainly years for many. Here's another example of that. It took 2 months to reach 100 million users. Again, by comparison, Spotify took 11 years to reach 100 million users, all without hardly any advertising whatsoever. It just was released, the newspapers took it up, people around the world began to use it and sharing. And if you're not using it, you're missing out on what people have discovered to be a significantly useful tool. So how is it different than a search engine? Well, a search engine uses indexing and algorithm to take a look at all the data out there And once you ask it a question, what's the best burger in town? It gives you results, and it will give you all the results, sometimes thousands of results. Large language models work differently. They categorize patterns in language, and when you generate a request, the architecture of the large language model will give you an answer to your specific question. For example, if you ask it what's the best burger in town, it may ask you, well, what town are you in? And may scour the internet for an answer for you. We'll give you one or two answers, not 1,000 options. May even tell you they can't give you that information because it's lagging a little bit in terms of its knowledge of the internet. Down at the bottom, I have kind of a definition of what all of this stuff means. Large language models is an advanced AI algorithm designed to understand, generate, and interact using human language. It's trained on vast amount of text data to perform any number of tasks that are language related. So the ChatGPT revolution is not was not launched, and it's kind of staying the same. Already significant changes have been made to ChatGPT, including giving more length for context, which means you can tell it who you are. As an example, my GPT knows that I am the CEO of YMCA. And so it understands that the questions I ask will be from that context, and the answers it gives me will be there. Gives you more control. It is more knowledgeable as more information gets added, and frankly, the more users that use it, the smarter it gets. New modalities, you'll see examples of that. You can actually customize your GPTs. I have, for example, an HR GPT. I have a GPT to help me with finance. I have a GPT to help me with several other tasks. We're going to be working on a GPT that is an expert, a virtual expert, for example, in youth development. You can customize them, and there are higher rate limits. When they first released ChatGPT, you had a certain number of asks that you can give it, and now the numbers are, it almost feels unlimited. I have not reached those limits yet. Now, what does all of this stuff means? What does it all mean for us? Well, I think it's going to revolutionize our everyday life, or our everyday, and there'll be even some game-changing um, uh, solutions that will appear, and they'll be internal and external facing. So some of the things that are going to change are internal, i.e., how we write emails, how we compose grants. Externally, I think our members, our program participants will see different and new solutions. Example of the everyday is um, front desk and back office changes. Products and services are going to change. Core capabilities are going to change. Examples of front desk will be chatbots and call centers that are maybe AI assistant, maybe a front desk assistant, virtual assistant that can help you through screen or online. Subject matter experts, I already talked about a youth development subject matter expert that we're creating, marketing and communications, also some solutions for strategic planning, program planning, marketing. You can expect that in the products and services, we'll customize some of our services by simply adding an AI. Imagine having a concierge AI to help every member of our association or of the YMCA with their membership. In terms of core capabilities, give us new capacities to do data analytics. I've already mentioned the staff efficiencies should increase at least 15 to 20%. Again, some folks are indicating that efficiency is going to be between 20 and 30%. Social media support as well. There are some things we have to do to get ready. AI ready principles. I'll actually give you an example of that. some of our data is going to have to get reconfigured slightly so that the AI can better consume it, and also AI ready security, because there are some concerns about what we should and could do with services like ChatGPT. Here's an example of an AI ready principle. This is an AI use commitment, something we're working on here in Cincinnati, basically saying, look, we're going to give you permission to use the AI, but you acknowledge that and understand that you need to adhere to basic principles, particularly agreeing to keep things that are private. And I think it's important that we ask individuals to do that. Let me give you an example of a private item. You shouldn't be putting social security numbers here. You shouldn't be putting pay of people here. You should not be putting the addresses of our members here. It's important that we keep those things under wraps. Now, what will this AI allow you to do? How will it help you? Well, there is nothing on this page that ChatGPT cannot help you with. It's extraordinary what its capacity will be, from our services here to how we support those services to any number of specific things that you would hire an assistant to help you with, from coding to financial analysis to HR support to job descriptions to press releases, research, software expert. I mean, there's just any number of things that this can help us accomplish. Now, how do we use ChatGPT? And this is the part where I'm going to ask you to pause when you think it helpful so that you can use and test out ChatGPT for yourself. The formula that I'm recommending, it's a simple formula, is that we use context plus specific plus intent and goal plus format in order to get what we need. And in this example right here, I've asked ChatGPT for the following. You are a sports director. There's the context of the Blue Ash YMCA. Create a 6-week schedule for boys youth basketball league, ages 10 to 12. There are 12 teams. I list the teams. The season starts on February 1st. Each team should play each other once. The games are on Saturday mornings between 8 and 2, and only 1 hour of practice per week is allowed between 6 and 8. So there's the specific, the intent, the goal, and the format. And this is what it created. Now, this is a little hard to read, but if you take a look at it, you begin to see the formation of the schedule. And it actually goes beyond this page, and in just about 30 seconds, it gives us that schedule. Imagine the amount of time this will save a youth sports director. Here's a continuation of that page. Again, I'm going to encourage you to stop and pause the video and practice some of this for yourself. Now, this training is focused on CEOs, so let me give you a CEO related prompt. And again, look at context, look for the context specific intent and goal and format. You're a CEO of the Sterling Family YMCA in Illinois, and you want to increase board participation in three areas of donation, volunteering, and meeting attendance. There are 12 active board members, 4 inactive. The goal is to get 100% to donate. Currently it's 75. At least one volunteer engagement per year. Currently 75% volunteer, and attend 75% of the meetings. 75% of your board members attending 75% of the meetings. Currently only 50% attend. Create a 12-month strategy to be implemented by the governance committee and the CEO. The plan should include specific tasks for the CEO, board chair, and 3 members of the governance committee. And again, you write that in, and here is what we create. By the way, if you read this carefully, this is where that prompt is. So if you want to know where it is, it's written right there. Down here at the very bottom, you see where you would write that. You would write it here, push enter, and it appears here, and then the solution begins to appear right here. And you can see the great detail that is providing here um, based on that prompt. And this is a continuation of that. So again, take the time to practice context plus specific intent and goal and format. Again, the only guidance here in terms of protecting data is no sensitive or private information. Basically, don't put into ChatGPT anything that you would not want for yourself in the public domain. There is a way to use ChatGPT with more privacy, and that's going to be covered in another video. For now, enjoy this new tool, and I hope that it is as useful to you as it has been to me. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And again, I hope that you lean in as we start living out this new revolution we call open AI. Thanks.